That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebudguys.
We don't know what we're doing. We're so messed up anymore. We can't just walk up here and record. Now we have to turn on microphones. We have to turn on multiple cameras. We have to make sure all the lights are on.
It's enough to drive a man to drink.
I didn't even check. I guess there's a card in that, right?
I think so.
It has to be that one's working. Yeah, I think we need a drink. So, speaking of drinks.
Yes.
Look at this cool bottle back here. So, our friend, John. Let's see. You don't know John. But we have a friend named John. And he comes with this bottle. Just the one. We only know one John. The John. That's it. Just the John. So anyhow, he comes with this cool little bottle. We did get a sip of it the other night when we first came over and asked if we could bring it on the show. And he was kind enough to loan it to us for a night so we could have another sip of it. And I'm interested in trying it again because I had a different one before this, and it really messed it up.
I started with the right one the other night, and I started with this one. And this is a wheated bourbon.
Yeah, I don't know. You keep thinking we're only pouring one drink tonight.
I know. It looks like less going in the glass when you're looking at it from above.
Yeah, sure. That's what it is. Okay, we're looking with Old Elk. I choked about up a halfway through. Old Elk. I don't really know a heck of a lot about this, but it is a wheated bourbon, which means it's got at least 51% mash bourbon in the. Of course, bourbon. 51% wheat in the mash bill. Is that right?
Yeah, 51% corn. 40.
That was 51%. 51% corn.
51% corn.
Okay.
Because it's a bourbon.
That's true. Yeah, I guess that's right.
It has to be. See, it's 4% rye, which would make it 45% wheat. Correct? I don't know.
46% alcohol.
There you go. So many numbers. I don't like math.
I love the color of it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color.
So I specifically picked this one up first the other night because I don't like wheated whiskeys.
I gotta show this. It's cool. Yeah. I mean, it's fake bone. It's supposed to look like it's all bone. Anyhow, it's a cool cap. It's a cool cap.
So I don't like wheated bourbons or wheated whiskeys very much, and this one intrigued me, and I was not disappointed.
So the nose is interesting. It's got a grainy nose.
Yeah. Where
it's kind of, I mean, I guess that's the wheat coming through it, but it's got this, yeah, I mean, grain, I think is the best way to describe it. And I assume that is the wheat, right?
I guess. I don't know. There's a sweetness to the nose on it that's just really, really good.
Yeah, okay, so for me, it's really kind of turns me off just a little bit because it's so sweet.
So they say the nose is going to have vanilla ice cream on it.
Well, I get that.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. That 100%.
So, but it's that kind of light, creamy sweetness.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have said that without prompting, but after you said it, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
So what I like about this, it's so good on the back end. What I like about this compared to the other wheated whiskeys I've had is that there's a lot of depth to this, and there's a sweetness to it that really just feels good.
I remember this now.
Yeah.
This is the one that I said was very similar to Rocktown Hickory Smoke, I thought, in the way it pallets.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't mean that it tastes exactly like it, but it has that same kind of, the grainy nose, the bright front end, the weird kind of, I'm going to call it crusty edges to it.
Yeah.
And then, but finishes a little different.
I think you're way off base on that. We may check that in a little bit.
I couldn't think of the last time we've actually had something to compare that to, so we should definitely try that.
We'll pull it down. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about the taste, and if I'm wrong, you correct me. Going off of their notes, which I think are pretty spot on. They say cream. I think vanilla comes up again. There's a little bit caramel, toffee, almonds, toasted almonds, and clove, which I guess I could pick up, but really what it is for me is there's about 2 chapters in this, which the first taste is this big, like, creamy sweetness, and then after it kind of washes over your tongue, that's when this sort of toffee caramel notes come out, but it's still sweet. It's not like just a warm toffee.
So the finish is probably the one thing about it that I'm not crazy about.
Yeah.
And it's because it's kind of like an IPA does to you. When it does, it's really sticky and kind of just hangs there in like a bitter note.
Yeah.
And it's right on your alley, absolutely. But it's a thing that I'm not usually a big fan of. Now I think it's got its place. It actually is a pretty good whiskey.
Yeah.
Do you remember what's front of the bottle?
Yeah, grab that rock down while we're talking about this. So this online's running $75-$80. I think John told us that this was roughly a $100 bottle. I'm gonna say it's probably in that ballpark. By the time you pay shipping for sure, we're talking 80 is a pretty damn good deal. 100's probably gonna be where you're at roughly.
So that's not a cheap whiskey then.
No.
I don't.
You got 2 rock towns.
Well, I'm trying to think. I said this one, but okay, I'll stick with what I originally said.
I think you're off base, but we'll see.
I might be. It's absolutely.
I love it when he's wrong.
Never. I gotta get up.
That's the cutest Glencairn glass.
This is my iron root glass.
That's way too small of a glass for iron root whiskey. But it came from iron root?
This is 120 proof. Why would you want a big glass?
Because it's 120
Oh,
proof.
sorry. It did come from iron root. Okay. Again, I'm not saying it tastes exactly the same, but I think it profiles the same. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it just has that same... Oh, I probably shouldn't wipe it out with that rag. Now, I think this might have been the rag I cleaned the bar with.
I think you're probably right. I was wondering what you were doing with that blue rag. Tastes like Windex?
No, it cut right through it. But it doesn't taste anything like I remember it, though.
Yeah?
Hot and spicy. They don't feel familiar to me at all.
I like it
I don't think I was right.
better than I did before, but it tastes like you're chewing an old shoe store.
Why does that taste so hot and spicy now?
I don't know.
You get that note off it?
Maybe on the back end a little bit. Very leathery.
I was wrong. That's not. I don't know why. That's why. What I thought it was, but it wasn't it.
He was wrong.
I was wrong.
I'm so often persuaded by your tasting notes that I'm happy that I was stuck to my guns
I
on
kind of
this
get a
one.
little closer than that,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely off base on that one.
Where are you on this? You like it? Not like it?
I don't hate it. I'm not sure this is something that I would
Spend that
pick
kind of
up
money.
again, and I definitely wouldn't pay that price for it.
Yeah, I still am not a giant fan of wheated whiskeys, and this is a wheated bourbon. But
I think this could have its moments, though. I think there's times I could see going,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
if I could find this for $80, I would probably get a bottle. If I could find it for less than $80, all day long. I enjoy
I
it.
think this also might be one I'd like to try over ice. I feel like for me, it's got enough chewy. Actually, give me that bottle of water down if you don't care. It's got enough chewiness to it that it might stand up. So, I think that was too much, but maybe.
Oh,
Probably.
trying all sorts of things with it.
Well, we have to. Somebody's going to come by and take that bottle away from us here in a little bit. Oh. I kind of like it with the water. Okay, so it opens it up. It gives it some more minty eucalyptus, bigger, effervescent type notes. Still, I'm gonna say it's too much for what it is. But I don't hate it. I mean, I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. I don't dislike it.
All right. Well, I am a fan. I'm not a massive fan, but I'm a fan. Solid fan. Anything
wrong
else?
with that? No. I mean, I wonder if they've got anything besides this one.
They do. They have a whole line of other spirits. So,
Okay. Well, I'd like to try something a
Other
little more
whiskeys.
traditional and see where they land with it. So,
All right. Well, until next time.
Whether it be the elk you're aging,
The food you're eating,
clothes you're wearing,
or the people you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new.